In my last video, I asked people to comment what they wanted me to do for the 300 subscriber special, and the most popular comment was this one. I decided to pick the latter option and redesign some of my old OCs. So the first OC I redesigned was named Ocean Eclipse. I decided to go with a mermaid fox kind of design. While I was drawing the character, I realized she started to look like a Pokemon, so I just went with the whole Pokemon vibe. For her colors, orange and blue was already a good color scheme, so I just went with it. The multiple tones in her ocean water hair are kind of supposed to mimic her gradient hair in the original design. Because her name is Ocean Eclipse, I decided to give her a little moon on her forehead. It was originally supposed to be orange, but I changed it to blue because I thought it would look nicer. Up next is Ryusei. His original colors gave me a steampunk kind of vibe, so I went with that idea. I gave him a suit, top hat, and monocle. At first I wanted the boots to be covered in gears, but it looked too complicated compared to the rest of the character, so I simplified it a bit. But it still looked too complicated, so I gave him some gloves that kind of match with his boots. For his hair, I went with just a simple swirling kind of hairstyle. I do realize his axe actually looks more like a chainsaw on a stick than an axe, but I still like how it came out. Up next is Bonnie. I decided to go for a steampunk elf design. You can probably tell I originally planned to give her a bow, but I'm terrible at drawing bows and was too lazy to look up a reference. So now she has this like stick kind of thing, a little sail, I don't know. For colors, I decided to go for a mostly purplish bluish with hot pink accents. Next is Savannah. For clothes, I went for a Dekoraki cutesy kind of look. I thought it would make the character more interesting if I gave her a machete. Originally her name was Savannah Sunset, so that's why I've decided to go for a sunset color scheme. For Kitten Cat's design, I decided to go for a ginger tabby cat instead of a yellow cat like she was in the original. For Frozen Wolf, I obviously went with a blue, icy looking wolf, but I did change her from this humanoid wolf into a more werewolf looking character. I thought keeping her clothes would make her a bit more interesting. I also decided to keep her little mohawk. I think the teddy bear's design changed a lot from the original. In fact, I think she barely resembles her old design. I tried to make her look like the bird in the reference photo, but I don't think I pulled it off. Nevertheless, I still like how it turned out. Originally, Galactic Rose and Teddy Bear were meant to be twin sisters, so I tried to make them look at least a little similar. I decided to keep her bald to add some visual interest. For Blake, I went with a kind of goth vampire aesthetic for the design. And lastly, Jacob, I went with a Viking aesthetic for his redesign. Thanks for watching, and thank you again for 300 subscribers.